I got to stop and think, what is today? It's November 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. It's recording. Talk about when you saw the atomic bomb test.
This is Baba Bolt, and this date is November 6, 2010. In 1943, when I was a senior in high school in Jessup, Iowa, I enlisted in the Army Air Force Aircrew Training Program while I was still in school at 17. When I was 18, in April 1944, I was called to active duty. I went to Amarillo, Texas for basic training in the Army Air Force. At that time, in the Air Force, a flight was 44 people to go through basic training. All of them did the same course I did in aircrew training, but at the time they were only taking 5 people out of 44 to continue into the aircrew training because they didn't need any more at that time. And I was one of 5 that was selected to go on through aircrew training as an aviation student. I was then shipped to Stockton Field, California, from Amarillo, Texas, and from there I was in Stockton Field for about 8 or 9 months, and then went to Hobbs Army Air Force Base in Hobbs, New Mexico. It was an advanced B-17 flight school training. And I had worked in the flight surgeon's office in Stockton Field, California, and when I was transferred to Hobbs, I closed out the base in Stockton in the medical department, and when I arrived at Hobbs, they assigned me to the flight surgeon's office there, but still as an aviation student, to be a cadet in the Army Air Force as a navigator. I lived in the hospital in the barracks with enlisted men, which was very good duty, and being that I was going to be an officer, I could associate with the officers. On August 15th, 1945, at 5:30 in the morning, I got up from the barracks and went out to the latrine, which was a separate building with bathrooms and showers and so forth. And on the way out, I saw this brightest flash I've ever seen in my life to the west. And it was absolutely brilliant. And a fellow came out of the latrine and stood there with me and said, "What was that?" And I says, "I don't know, I've never seen anything like it." And then we saw the mushroom cloud through the radiation of the particles go on up, thousands of feet into the air. And we still didn't know what it was. The following morning, I went back to the dental office, and there was a captain in the dental corps that I got to be friendly with, and he had been on leave to Billings, Montana, and was coming by Hobbs, or White Sands, New Mexico, about 40 miles from there, and he described the same brilliant blast and flash in the mushroom cloud. And he said driving the car, about 8 or 10 minutes after the flash, the car vibrated across the road from the shock waves, but we didn't know what it was. Then, later, when the first bomb was dropped at Hiroshima in late August or early September, and I can't remember the exact date, we knew we had seen the first atomic explosion by mankind on August 15th. not knowing what it was. I'll never forget it, and it's unusual that I happen to be in the right spot at the right time to see the first atomic blast.